Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at a game called Quandary. As you can see, there are two captain choices, a female and a male. So before I have you go forth, I'd like to ask a quick question. When I say the word moral, what does that mean to you? Have you ever heard of that word before? John?
Morals are,
The aim of the game Quandary is to solve moral dilemmas on behalf of and for the good of the colony Braxos. And you are the captain of the colony who is in charge of making those decisions.
We made the game because we think that there's a need for ethical education in schools. And ethical education isn't about teaching kids what's right or what's wrong, but rather teaching them how to think for themselves, how to make decisions based on ethical principles.
I really like the concept of sort of giving very little information about it because I want the kids to be able to understand it's the thinking that's coming out of it, that it's the morals.
What is a moral dilemma? What is morality? What is a solution versus an opinion and versus a fact? When in dialogue with different people who have opinions about a situation.
You helped make town decisions when there was a problem, and then you would discuss it with like the city council from Earth.
Each person had a different idea on how you should solve it, and some people told you facts, so you can persuade other people with those facts.
Digging a new well will be faster than fixing the old well. We don't even know what's wrong with it for sure.
While students are playing Quandary, they're going to be building their critical thinking skills, their inquiry-based questions skills as well, along with their reading skills, and applying those thinking to the game as well as their real lives.
There are different roles within the colony that each character represents, and I think no matter what each child's interests are, they can find one to identify with that they may be interested in.
Again, it's all about collaborating with each other today and talking.
There's also the ability for students to argue and debate with one another and to engage in discussions about problems and to actually talk through how to solve those problems.
Through the game, we hope that kids develop a stronger understanding of the ways in which people in conflict often bring very different values and opinions. It doesn't mean that we want players to think that the best solution is always to compromise, but we think it's important, no matter what decision you make, to understand how it's going to affect the people who are going to be part of that decision.
I think it's best to work in pairs so that students can get a sense of each other's opinions and know that there isn't a right or wrong answer. It's just being able to back it up with the facts. Okay, so what are some of these facts and opinions about? So what are we trying to solve here?
We changed a couple of people's minds. It was kind of hard to, though.
We talked it over, and then we thought, because of the facts kind of persuade us too. The Ashes are good at escaping traps and resolution traps.
Students probably haven't been faced with those problems or those situations before and would feel empowered to have a say.
The main thing I really liked was that I got to make the decisions because I live in a big family and I never really get what I want, so.
The look and feel of the game is appealing. The characters themselves are drawn or presented in a very appealing way.
I thought they were really good graphics, and the artist was really good.
The game had a pretty good UI, and I thought the game was easy to understand.
I also think it would be interesting for students to be able to play it at home and then kind of come back and have discussions about what they encountered and how they approached it.
Can we play the next episode? This is fun.
Oh, good. Yeah, most definitely. Move on. It's great. I'm glad you like it. I really like that in a roundabout way, without it really being seen, that it's the thinking that is being developed in the game.
It was important for us in designing Quandary to create a game that was purely open-ended, where the player quickly discovers that it's the process they go through in making the decision that affects their outcome.
You're not going to be in situations in life where everyone agrees, or certainly not everyone agrees with you. So I think it actually helps with their interpersonal skills in that way and their understanding of what a community is and how communities can grow together.